Hi folks, how you doing? This is Iqbal with NVIDIA Daily Analysis. In this video, we'll talk about NVIDIA stock price movement for today and we'll try to make an assessment for early next week using technical charts and fundamental. We'll also take a look news regarding NVIDIA. Now, let's get started. You see NVIDIA stock chart for today on your screen. NVIDIA opened at 943. It made a high 947. It made a low 918 and it closed at 924. That is 1.99% down. So this means that my second assessment that I made 2 days back also came true. So both of my assessments came true. The number one assessment I had was NVIDIA will not break 962 level this week. And second, NVIDIA will come down to 919 level. And it did today. So far so good. Now, regarding my position, you see the chart. Today I bought more NVIDIA stock, one at 926 and another one is at 921. As you remember, yesterday I bought some NVIDIA stock at 945. I'll try to keep these stocks until NVIDIA earnings, or maybe after NVIDIA earnings, depending on the earning numbers, what NVIDIA reports next week. And regarding the future, should I buy more NVIDIA stock? We'll discuss in the technical chart. I will let you know my plan. Now, moving back to NVIDIA stock chart, last 5 days, NVIDIA up 2.2%. Last 1 month, NVIDIA up 9.22%. And last 6 months, NVIDIA is still up 83%. Now, at this point, you see before earnings, you see some kind of volatility on NVIDIA stock. Same thing happened in the last quarter. So, few days before earnings in the last quarter, we also noticed some kind of volatility on the NVIDIA stock. The similar behavior we are observing now. So another thing you notice for today, the direction was very clear. See that after opening at 943, Nvidia did not even go above 950. So the trend was down. So downward pressure was more stronger today than the upward pressure. So what can happen on Monday/Tuesday? We can take a look during technical charts. Now let's talk about technical charts. You see 90-day hourly interval chart for NVIDIA on your screen and also the MACD chart. See that MACD chart is going down as we predicted yesterday. I made a comment that after making this high, the MACD should go down today and also the NVIDIA. And same thing happened, NVIDIA down 2%. So at this point, it's hard to tell NVIDIA gonna go up Monday or go down because the trend is down. But after taking the Fibonacci levels, we can make a better assessment. Now let's take a look 30 minutes chart. In a 30 minutes chart, same story. MACD chart is going down, it's below zero line, and it's more pressure in the short term versus the long term. So even if Nvidia down today, it does not mean that there is a downtrend started on Nvidia. This is just a correction before the earnings. And that's my understanding. Now let's take a look RSI. You see RSI chart on your screen. RSI at this point on 30 minutes chart is 37 and slightly oversold in the short term. Remember yesterday we noticed that Nvidia was overbought and there should be some drop happening today. And we saw the drop 2% today. That's perfectly aligned with our assessment yesterday. At this point, the trend is down, but it's hard to tell it will go further down or should bounce back from here. So after we take a Fibonacci levels, we can be in a better position to make more reliable assessment. Now let's take a look hourly chart. In hourly chart, RSI is at 42, slightly higher than the 30 minutes chart. So this also tells the same thing. In the short term, we see more downward pressure versus long term. And that's a good sign. Now let's draw Fibonacci levels. You see Fibonacci levels on your screen starting from 100% to 0%. That is 962. And the lowest point is 762. At this point, NVIDIA is 924. I made a comment yesterday and also day before yesterday that 962 is a very strong resistance level and Nvidia should not break it in first attempt. So it came down, and also 919 is a strong support level. So Nvidia came down but was not able to break it to go further down. So after it breaks 919, the next level is 885. And you notice that no fundamentals has changed for Nvidia. This is just a normal correction before the earnings that usually happens. So the question is, and that is a difficult question, what going to happen on Monday and Tuesday? Should Nvidia go down further or should bounce back from here? So in my opinion, we have both possibilities open. It can either bounce back or can go down. So technical charts are not suggesting one way or the other. But my gut feeling is on Monday, Nvidia should trade between 919 and 962. But before the earnings, there is a possibility, more than 50%, that Nvidia should go further down below 919. So regarding my next buy, I'm not going to buy more Nvidia around this level because I already bought today. I'm gonna wait if Nvidia goes down further around 890 or 95 or maybe 900, then I'll place more buy because it does not make sense to keep buying Nvidia at the same price. If Nvidia goes up on Monday, that's fine. I'm not gonna buy more. Those who did not buy Nvidia yet, maybe a better chance for them to buy around 919. Now, let's take a look news regarding Nvidia. You see the news regarding Nvidia on the left side of your screen. The very first news says tech stock mixed in late afternoon. Yeah, we saw some drop or some volatility in the afternoon. That makes sense. So another one, good one this morning that says Nvidia faces new competition as Qualcomm and as other companies launching their AI server as well. But I don't think it's gonna be a big threat for Nvidia. So this one from Baron that says that Nvidia stock pushes toward record high ahead of earnings. I still have the same position that I do not think Nvidia make another high before the earnings. But I may be wrong. We'll see what happens. And you know that the highest point Nvidia touched was 974. So I'm guessing it should not break 974 before the earnings. So now this news that says that Nvidia likely to beat fiscal Q1 estimate, but could face near-term volatility. Bank of America. This one everybody knows, right? Nvidia should be able to beat the estimate. But the question is how much? I'll do my analysis sometime today and post a new video tonight or early tomorrow. So other than those news, I do not see anything different today. Now let's talk about other AI stocks. You see other AI stocks on your screen, starting from AMD that got the most positive change, 1.14%, then Amazon, then Palantir, and then Apple. SoundHound, Avago, SMCI, and Nvidia all negative closing today. Nvidia is the largest negative closing today. That's 1.99%. I also have Amazon shares, so good for me that Amazon is up today. And I might place some buy for Avago sometime next week. I'm watching Avago as well. Now, let's take a quick look on the economic data. As we saw yesterday, there is no significant data coming up next week before earnings. So market is quiet, so no volatility I'm expecting due to any economic data. The next important thing is minutes of Fed FOMC meeting that gonna be published on Wednesday, May 22nd. Probably on the same day when Nvidia is gonna announce the earnings. And that's all for today. If I summarize today's discussion, Nvidia went down and did not break all-time high today as well, and that's perfectly aligned with our expectation and prediction for Monday and Tuesday. Uh, at this point, it's hard to tell. Technical charts are not suggesting one way or the other, but my gut feeling is looking at the last quarter historical data, that Nvidia should not be able to break all-time high before the earnings. And also, I think that Nvidia should go down further before the earnings. Not on Monday, then probably on Tuesday or Wednesday. It should go down below 920. That's not my technical assessment or something, right? That's my gut feeling looking at the last quarter historical data. Thank you so much for watching. Talk to you more tomorrow. Take care.